Hey, what is up, you guys? So today I'm doing a video that is so unbelievably long overdue, like I understand. Ever since I posted my anxiety attack video, which if you haven't seen, I will link that right over here, and I'll also link that in the description below so you can check it out and just kind of get a better idea of sort of just what I was going through on a daily basis. You guys have just been asking me to make a video talking about kind of coping mechanisms and how I deal with it, and dealing with anxiety attacks, and how to reach out and how to tell people without them thinking you're crazy, and all of these things. And I have honestly just been putting it off because I just didn't have the answers for you guys. I didn't know, I didn't think that it would be appropriate for me to kind of give you guys advice on how to fix your anxiety when I was still suffering so badly with it myself. But I have just been feeling so much better lately, to the point where I literally wake up in the morning and feel good and feel excited for the day, and I just want to be productive and want to get things done from where I was like a couple weeks ago where I just couldn't even get out of bed. It's just such an unbelievable difference, and it's just amazing. So the things that I did were just so simple, and it was really honestly just a change in my mindset. And so I'm just going to give you guys like 5 or 6 pretty solid tips that I hope will help you guys to start to kind of take the steps to overcome your anxiety. So the very first tip that I have is taking time to understand yourself. And I know you guys are thinking right now, you're like, oh my god, shut up, that is the cheesiest thing I've ever heard. I'm clicking out of your video right now. But what I mean by that, basically, if you're in a relationship, or you're around your family all the time, you just don't really feel like you have a whole lot of alone time, whether you're at work all the time, school, and your friends, and this and that. You just feel like you don't have time to genuinely just be by yourself and with your own thoughts. It's so unbelievably important to take that time. Be selfish, okay? Just do it because you need it and you deserve it and your body is craving it. You need the time to be by yourself, to look back on things and really kind of evaluate what's going on in your life. Especially if you're feeling unhappy and you don't know why, because I feel like that is such a flag, and you need to take the time to step back and look at things and analyze what's going on and see if this is really where you want to be. And if it's not, then, maybe you have some things you need to talk about with some people. Also, when you're alone, you have a lot more time to kind of think back on your past. And that's so important with anxiety. We were all born, more or less the same exact way. We all came into this world with no expectations and no experiences and had no idea what feelings were. Something along the way made us afraid or sad. Or, whatever the case is for you, whether it's anxiety, depression, whatever it is, something along the way formed us into that. So every single little thing we did as children, things we thought were insignificant, things we, didn't even think twice about, really did alter our future, obviously. Everything we did molded us into who we are now. So it's so incredibly crucial for you to take the time to look back and see what it was, if you can, that did this, that hurt you and triggered you. And if that was an ex, or somebody that did you wrong, somebody that caused you to have trust issues, or whatever it is, you need to be able to just look at yourself and realize that they're not feeling this way. You are. That person did you wrong, and you are still paying the price. And they're off living their life carefree. They don't even think twice. But every single day of your life, you are suffering. And that's why letting go is so therapeutic. And I know it's so much easier said than done, but when you really realize and let it sink in that you're the one that's sort of putting it on yourself, if you let it go, it's gone. You allow every single thing to hurt you. If people are inflicting pain on you, you're allowing it in. I know that is kind of big talk, but I really promise you guys that you'll understand in a little bit. My second step is to definitely try and find a doctor. I know that this is kind of awkward and like uncomfortable to talk to your doctor about like literally your deepest and sometimes quite literally your darkest secrets, but doctors know, okay? Like they, especially psychiatrists, or if you were to go and talk to some sort of counselor, they are trained, they literally studied the brain. They know the chemical imbalances and things that are going on in there that we don't understand. And I think parents are great. They're always fabulous to tell, and friends are too. But friends and parents can't prescribe medications. They can't talk you through things in a way that, they weren't trained to do that. So I think that it's so important to really connect with a health professional that really gets it, like on a scientific level, really gets what's going on inside your body in a way that you don't, so that they can explain it to you. It'll just make you feel a lot more normal. My third step is to surround yourself with a community of people that are like you. And this is so hard, but I think that you guys have done such an unbelievable job of creating a community like that in the comment section of my last video. I know you guys probably won't even believe this, but I have literally read every single one of those comments. I have read all of your stories. I see them. I understand. And I love that we are all kind of communicating, talking, and going back and forth and sharing experiences. Like, that is such a huge part of learning for people on both sides, people that are suffering and people that aren't. And if they know people that are, they just genuinely don't understand mental illness. I think that seeing all of these different experiences and different stories from real people make them understand. And that is so important, and to letting people know and getting rid of the stigma that is horribly attached to anxiety, depression, and things like that. So I love the fact that you guys have, created a home for me and for so many other people to feel comfortable talking. So thank you guys. I think it's awesome. Super, super awesome. The fourth step that I would say is to completely resist the urge to compare yourself ever. This is literally in any situation, whether it's looks, whether you're talking about grades, money, popularity, jobs, relationship statuses and goals. What you see from the outside, whether it's Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and this, that, and the other thing, when people are posting, they're not posting things about negative things that are happening in their life. They're only talking about positive things. They're only posting pictures that are nice of them. Nobody posts selfies of them sobbing in bed, eating pizza under the blankets for 4 days straight, like we've all probably done at some point. No one, Instagrams that or sends out a mass Snapchat of that to their entire freaking friends list, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. So to compare yourself to people, just don't. Because I'm telling you, while you are depressing yourself, scrolling through somebody's pictures and saying, why don't I look like that? Why don't I look like that? Why don't I look like that? There's a good chance that somebody else in the world is scrolling through yours doing the same thing. Someone in the world would love to be as beautiful as you, no matter what you look like. There is someone out there that admires your appearance. So do not compare yourself with looks. Girls, guys, whoever the heck you are, don't do it. This is, again, so much easier said than done, but I completely stopped doing this, and I can't even begin to tell you how much better it feels. Jealousy is gone. I feel so much more confident, more secure in my relationships with people. I just don't care. Don't care. My fifth tip would be to try to get into something like yoga, meditation, or something where you're kind of slowing your mind and body down. It's just it's peace of mind. Taking those deep breaths and moving your body, stretching and expanding and doing these things, it really, really makes you feel better. And I never believed in yoga. Yoga used to bore the crap out of me, but I tried it alone at my house on YouTube, and I fell in love with it. I was doing this every single night. My boyfriend started doing it with me. I can't even tell you, I'm sleeping better. I feel better. My body feels better. I do it every single night before bed, and I like to do it in the morning when I wake up if I have time. It just makes you feel, it slowly eases you in and out of the stresses of the day. And that's kind of the only way I can describe it. It's just such a nice transition into and out of a completely relaxed state, so that you're not just jumping up and jumping into something. You know, it's almost impossible to wake up in a bad mood and have a bad day and start your day bad when you wake up and do yoga or meditate for a little bit and just take that time for yourself. And my very last little note, it's not really a tip, but it's just a note. It's something that somebody told me that's completely changed the way that I think about everything. I have a professor this semester that said on the very first day of school, it's a kind of a psychology class, and we're talking about human relationships. So my professor told us this story, and it's a true story, about this old man, and every single Sunday he would go to the street corner and he would buy a newspaper from a little paper boy. And every single time, the paper boy was a complete douche. I mean, those weren't my professor's real words. He was a little punk, and he was rude and disrespectful to the man, and the man went back every Sunday and tipped him. Not only did he continue to give him his business, but he would tip him. So finally, after weeks of this happening, the old man's friend had said to him, "Why are you going to this? Why are you giving them your business? Why are you tipping this punk? Why are you doing this? He doesn't deserve it." And the man was so confused by what his friend was saying. He genuinely was confused, and he said, "Why would I change my actions based on what he does? Why would I let a little punky boy dictate how I want to act towards people?" Think about that. Really think about that, because that sunk into my brain for days. And it's just such a different way of looking at life. So I really hope that this video helped you guys out in some way or another. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing. You guys are so amazing. I can't believe I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, starting at as low as I was this beginning of this summer. So thank you guys, thank you so much for making my channel and my videos a great community for people to express themselves and feel comfortable and confident. With all of that being said, why don't you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter? I will post them down here somewhere, and I will link them in the description or on my channel. Follow me and show me, tell me, you guys. I want to see how you're doing. I want to hear about your life. I want to see how things are going, and I want you guys to know what's going on with me. So thank you guys again for watching, and you guys are the best. I'll talk to you soon, and yeah, bye. Now I can drink my green tea. Hell yeah!